the world of Mr. Tech News, where crushing technology redefines power. With unmatched performance, these machines tear through any material, turning solid blocks into fragments in the blink of an eye. The sheer momentum is jaw-dropping. As the pistons descend, every inch of metal resists, then folds with a thunderous snap. That transition from defiance to surrender is the ultimate showcase of brute engineering power. The VB1500DK is engineered to harness raw kinetic energy with precise momentum transfer. Every rotation converts dead weight into recyclable fragments, proving how science and design can turn brute force into efficiency. Comment 1 if you still want to see this machine. Every crunch echoes pure dominance, steel folding like it forgot its own strength. That's the beauty of engineered momentum. Nothing wasted, every ounce of pressure channeled to precision. After decades in scrapyards, this machine still makes jaws drop. Older grinders used to stall on compact aluminum blocks, but the RJs keeps momentum flowing steady. It chews without choking, and that means fewer breakdowns. Watching that car crushed feels like closing a chapter. Once a symbol of freedom on highways, now returned to raw metal. Thanks to the 75 DK, nothing is wasted. It's reborn as tomorrow's steel. From the outside, it looks like a battle between man and machine. But really, it's a partnership. Workers guide, the RJs delivers, and together they close the loop, protecting resources while keeping industries supplied. What's remarkable is the torque balance. VB 1500 DK doesn't just chew rubber, it controls kinetic energy so the tire folds clean without binding. That precision is what separates industrial-grade shredders from amateur tools. There's something oddly satisfying about seeing that blue car shredded clean. Like watching a giant blender for vehicles. Loud, messy, but it ends with neat piles ready for recycling. Talk about turning chaos into order. The moment those twin shafts bite, you realize the sheer magnitude of kinetic energy at play. Each rotation converts torque into unstoppable momentum, folding steel like paper. That kind of controlled violence is why recycling is both brutal and beautiful. The 24 40-inch feed opening swallows wood with startling speed. In just a few seconds, a seemingly immovable log turns into fine mulch. What's truly jaw-dropping isn't only the pace, it's how smoothly all 765 horsepower run the show. After years around these beasts, it's clear why the 75 DK is trusted. Its momentum carries through stubborn metal like butter, yet the system rarely overheats. Built tough, but smart enough to last shift after shift. That old microwave once heated midnight snacks, and those bowling balls once carried strikes on Friday nights. Now both meet the shredder. Strange how objects tied to memories end up reborn as raw metal and plastic flakes. Recycling is a cycle of endings and beginnings. Seeing PET bottles pop into flakes almost feels like popcorn night. The noise, the rhythm, the endless flow, it's weirdly fun to watch. Recycling doesn't always have to be dull. The ZMK-40 makes it a show. From the outside, it looks like chaos, but anyone watching closely sees discipline. Momentum, torque, and timing combine so that the shredder never stumbles, only moves forward, consuming everything fed in. Every crunch echoes the power of hydraulic design. 170,000 foot-pounds of torque, turning stubborn frames into recyclable chunks. It's more than noise. It's engineering artistry, turning chaos into raw materials for a cleaner future. The M140 doesn't just shred, it calculates momentum. Each shaft grabs with measured bite, converting rotational energy into controlled destruction. That precision is why recycling plants keep running non-stop without clogging. That hydraulic grapple applies pure force through fluid power. Tons of momentum transfer per bite. It's not just crushing, it's controlled energy converting a 12-ton bus into recyclable fractions for the steel mills. The ES60 120 rotor system isn't just cutting, it's converting rotational energy into precise shearing force. Each turn balances torque and momentum, keeping throughput consistent while minimizing jams. That's the science of recycling at its best. Gas tanks and bottles lined up like they're at a theme park ride, waiting for the big drop. The shredder doesn't disappoint. It gives them a wild ride straight into a brand new chapter of recycling. The SBR5 screen with its 20x20 mmir mesh works like precision engineering in motion. Each vibration filters coarse debris into uniform fractions, making recycling not just faster, but more consistent for future construction use. The momentum inside HLUNI is insane. Massive logs get pulled in, hit the rotors, and are forced through the star screen like they were nothing. The sheer balance of power and precision leaves anyone impressed. Didn't expect a machine grinding shoe scraps to look this intense. The XR3000 rips through rubber and leather like paper, yet stays guarded with overhead fire controls. Wild combo, raw aggression wrapped in safety tech. A 30 kW motor may not sound massive, but paired with the torque system, it delivers controlled momentum. The blades don't just cut, they apply calculated pressure to prevent jams. Back when paper files piled up in basements, destroying them meant hours with bulky cutters. Now a single RS-30 reduces them to dust-sized pieces in minutes. Progress is something to respect. That's where the ride ends. If this had you hooked, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so you'll never miss the next adrenaline-packed video.